He's now ran out of time to apologize and get a more lenient sentence here.
I want to apologize to the Korean people.
Have you heard of anybody that forgives him here, that really forgives him here in Korea?
Lawyer said, like way back when, we said the law itself is stupid.
Johnny Somali has just made his situation even worse. And this time, it's not just backlash, it's collapse. The walls are closing in, and South Koreans aren't buying any of his apologies.
Have you heard of anybody that forgives him here, that really forgives him here in Korea?
Because they dismissed him long ago, and then he disrespected them again. Now the public isn't just angry. They're done. And Hankyu? He's getting dragged into the fallout too. As we covered in the last video, even Johnny Somali's legal team is falling apart. Their defense is weak, their strategy is crumbling, and there's no sign of recovery. Defeat isn't just possible, it's inevitable. So how did Johnny Somali dig himself even deeper? Let's break it down. He claimed to apologize to the Korean people.
I want to apologize to the Korean people.
But then, without hesitation, he went right back to the same behavior. Disrespect, provocation, chaos. In one clip, he even says, Japan, come back and take Korea.
Japan, come back and take Korea. You know what I gotta do for these Koreans? These Koreans wanna put me in war in jail? I got one surprise. I'm gonna leave this here. Hold on. They think that they can defeat me. These Koreans, they can defeat Johnny Somali.
This isn't an apology. It's a performance. If Johnny Somali had any genuine remorse, he wouldn't have done what he did next. He admitted on camera that everything he did was for money and clout.
Why are you being to other people in other countries? For money, for clout.
I've said it many times. I don't give a I have no morals. I'm a sociopath. I don't give a Put this in your next YouTube documentary. I don't give a
When the Korean public tried to hold him accountable, he responded with mockery.
Do you admit the charges? Is there anything you want to say?
The car.
Do you admit the charges? Don't you want to apologize?
I love North.
He made crude comments. He disrespected women, children, and the elderly. He desecrated a memorial statue honoring victims of wartime slavery. That's not just offensive, it's unforgivable. Even Young-do, the man who once physically confronted Johnny Somali, said the people will never forgive him.
Harassing women and children and elderly people because for its clout, and also desecrating the statue that memorializes women who were forced into slavery, by Japanese imperials, which, by the way, most of them are underage. So after he did that, I just screw it, I'm just gonna risk it.
And he's not alone. A South Korean Navy SEAL officer also spoke out, confirming that the public hasn't forgotten a single thing.
When did you figure out that it was not a real apology and it was a insincere apology?
이제 조니 소말리가 그러고 나갔거든요. 사과하고 이제 나갔는데 V하고 막 이런 사진들이 엄청 많더라고요. 라이브 스트리밍에 잡혔는데 그런 거 보고 얘는 아직도 진짜 정신 못 차렸구나. 우리가 속았구나라고 그때 느꼈어요.
Did many of your fans also feel the same way as you?
모든 한국인들이 그러지 않을까요? 제 생각엔 그래요.
Have you heard of anybody that forgives him here, that really forgives him here in Korea?
아니요.
Every insult, every act of harassment, it's all still fresh. So when Johnny Somali says he's sorry, the question isn't whether Korea will accept it. The question is, does anyone believe him anymore? The answer is no. In fact, the South Korean public has filed a petition demanding the harshest punishment possible. They want the court to send a message, loud and clear. Even creators like Atosi have weighed in, saying Johnny looks defeated. But here's the problem. He still hasn't apologized properly. Not to the court, not to the people. And now, the court is starting to see him for what he is. A shameless provocateur who refuses to take responsibility.
So clearly, reality is slowly kicking in with Johnny that, hey, you're no longer playing a game. You have some serious consequences that are hanging over your head. Because it seems like he's taking this more seriously now. He still showed up late, but at least he had a fitting suit, and he didn't make a whole scene when he arrived. But the main thing I noticed looking at him was, wow, he looks incredibly defeated. But unfortunately for him, he still hasn't apologized. He's now ran out of time to apologize and get a more lenient sentence here because for some reason he just keeps doubling down.
He's still insisting he's innocent. Legal experts are baffled. They say his defense is paradoxical, admitting to distributing content while denying guilt.
Yeah. So why are you insisting on a not guilty plea? But he is. It's a paradox.
Right.
It's like basically saying
you made them, you're guilty.
Yes.
Oh, if you said you distributed them, you're guilty.
Yeah, they cannot deny having distributed them. I think it goes back to what the lawyer said, way back when. We said the law itself is stupid.
Right. Okay.
They're trying to argue.
They're trying the Chewbacca defense.
So why won't he plead guilty? Because he's banking on a loophole. He wants to claim mental illness. He's hoping the judge will see him as unstable and let him walk away with a fine.
I go to the judge tomorrow and say, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm mentally ill. I don't know what's going on. I plead mentally insane. And they say, okay, go home with a fine of $500.
That's not a defense. That's manipulation. From the beginning, Johnny Somali studied South Korean law. He figured out what counts as propaganda, what crosses the line, and what he could get away with. But his intentions were never innocent. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Law on that. You said you read up on the law. What's the law on that, North Korea?
All right, so no propaganda, bro.
No propaganda.
Like,
what is
don't carry around no.
What's the definition of
like
propaganda?
Papers, like papers promoting Kim Jong Un, like T-shirts promoting Kim Jong Un. None of that, bro.
I ain't got no T-shirt.
No, I know, but don't be talking about him and saying he's a real god and whatnot.
And now, the consequences are catching up. Here's another twist. Johnny Somali is funding his legal defense with Hank Yu's money. He's out of cash. He's relying on Hank to keep his attorney paid. Right now, he owes Hank Yu over $20,000. If Hank pulls out, Johnny's left without a lawyer. And that's why the public is turning on Hank Yu too. But the real nightmare is what's coming next. The upcoming trial on October 29th will feature witness testimony. And it's going to be intense. We already knew about Bong Bong and Young Man. But now, court filings confirm a third witness. And this one changes everything. The third witness is none other than Yudalin the Korean SEAL, the underwater demolition team member.
In the upcoming trial, he's going to face massive consequences.
So the next trial is October 29th, and it's going to be witness testimony. Witness. It's going to be crazy. And we already know that there were going to be two witnesses there, Bong Bong and Youngman. But now we have official confirmation that there will be actually 3 witnesses. And this has been confirmed by the court filings. So who is this third person? Well, this third person is absolutely Somali's true nightmare. And this is the worst case for Ramsey. That third person is none other than Yu Dalgun. None other than the SEAL, the underwater demolition team member, which is essentially the Korean.
So let's sum it up. Johnny Somali apologized, but it wasn't real. He doubled down, mocked the public, and admitted he did it all for clout. He's out of money, relying on Hank Yu, and facing a brutal trial with 3 witnesses ready to testify. And the public? They're demanding maximum punishment. But here's the final question. Even if Johnny Somali apologizes again, even if he breaks down and begs for forgiveness, does he deserve it? Can South Korea ever truly forgive someone who mocked their history, disrespected their people, and treated their justice system like a joke? And what happens to Hank Yu if Johnny goes to prison? Will he be held accountable too? Or will he slip away quietly? Let me know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it.